Have you ever been so in the zone that the world seemed to disappear around you? You weren't anxious, you weren't distracted, you were just there, completely focused yet totally at ease. That moment is most likely your brain operating in what scientists call the alpha state. It's that sweet spot between high-alert productivity and deep relaxation. A mental flow that artists, writers, musicians, and even monks know very well. But what exactly is the alpha state? More importantly, can we access it on demand? Our brains work through electrical signals. These signals pulse in rhythms we call brainwaves, and they happen at different frequencies depending on our mental state. When we're in deep sleep, our brain is in delta mode. When we're deeply focused or analyzing something logically, we're in beta. But right in between all of that, between deep rest and sharp focus, sits alpha. Alpha brainwaves typically oscillate between 8 and 12 hertz. They emerge when you're relaxed, but still awake, like when you're taking a walk, meditating lightly, daydreaming, or just zoning out in the shower. In this state, your mind is calm but aware, focused but not forcing anything. You're receptive, creative, open. And that's what makes alpha waves so powerful. It's in the alpha state that we often experience our most creative insights. Think about it. How often have your best ideas hit you not while actively thinking, but while you're doing something completely mundane, brushing your teeth, gazing out the window, or listening to music? That's alpha. It allows ideas from your subconscious to rise to the surface without being drowned by overthinking. From a scientific standpoint, the alpha state is fascinating. Brain scans show that when alpha waves are dominant, the brain begins to quiet unnecessary noise, both internally and externally. You enter a zone where the default mode network, the part of the brain associated with rumination and self-criticism, slows down. This opens the door to present moment awareness, improved emotional balance, and deeper mental clarity. Studies have shown that boosting alpha wave activity can lead to significant improvements in memory, learning speed, and creative problem solving. One experiment even demonstrated that people exposed to alpha-stimulating brainwave entrainment performed better in tasks requiring out-of-the-box thinking. Here's the cool part. The alpha state isn't something reserved for the gifted or the trained. You can learn to access it intentionally. So how do you tap into your alpha state? One of the simplest ways is through meditation. And don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to sit cross-legged on a mountain for hours. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing. Just closing your eyes and slowly inhaling and exhaling can begin to shift your brain into alpha. Another powerful tool is binaural beats. These are specially designed audio tracks that present slightly different frequencies to each ear, and your brain synchronizes to the difference between them. By listening to binaural beats in the 8 to 12 hertz range, you can gently nudge your brain into the alpha rhythm. Just pop in some headphones, close your eyes, and let the sound guide you. Creative activities are also an alpha goldmine. Writing in a journal, painting, sketching, strumming a guitar, dancing without thinking. Anything where you lose yourself in the process can trigger the alpha state. It's not about the outcome. It's about the rhythm and the joy of doing. Even light exercise can do the trick. Going for a slow jog, doing yoga, or walking through nature creates a rhythm between your breath and body that calms the mind and invites the alpha state to emerge. And here's something fascinating: the moments just after waking up and just before you fall asleep are naturally rich in alpha brainwaves. That dreamy, floaty sensation where you're not fully awake but not asleep either, that's your brain passing through alpha. You can use that time to visualize, set intentions, or reflect creatively. It's a window into a deeper part of your consciousness. People often ask, is alpha the same as meditation? The answer is not exactly. Meditation can lead to alpha, and alpha can be a result of meditation, but the alpha state is more of a neural condition than a practice. It's a mode your brain can enter during many different activities, not just while sitting in stillness. And when we compare alpha to other brain states, the differences become clear. Beta is where most of us spend our waking hours. Thinking, planning, analyzing, often overthinking. It's useful, but it's also the realm of stress. Theta, on the other hand, is deeper, dreamier, often linked to sleep or deep trance. Alpha rests in between, alert, but deeply calm. It's the ideal state for flow, for balance, for clarity. So why does this matter? Because the alpha state gives us access to a different way of being, a mental space where not just reacting to life, but actually flowing with it. In alpha, we can create without pressure, think without anxiety, and feel without overwhelm. In a world filled with noise, constant alerts, and information overload, the ability to shift into the alpha state is like hitting a mental reset button. It's something we can all learn to do, and it doesn't require any special tools. Just awareness, a bit of time, and the willingness to slow down. So the next time your mind feels cluttered, or you're craving clarity and inspiration, try slipping into alpha. You might be surprised what your brain and your heart have been waiting to show you. If this resonated with you, give the video a like, and share it with someone who might need a mental breather today. And if you're curious about the mind, consciousness, and the science behind how we think and feel, don't forget to subscribe. There's a whole inner universe to explore, and we're just getting started. Thanks for watching. Stay calm, stay curious, and stay connected.